Hey, this is Mimi
and Poppy,
and we're in
Henderson or Broadbridge, Louisiana.
B-R-E-A-U-X.
Bridge.
Broadbridge. Well, we're not. They call it. What they call us? Coon asses.
Yeah.
Yes, that's supposed to be a good thing.
Yeah.
They say we come so much with coon asses now, so I guess that's a good thing.
I almost reached down and got my pistola, boy. When I heard that boy call me a coon ass. A what? Yeah, but I found out you're right, Sharon. It's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Yes.
And we are enjoying ourselves. We have been gone officially 2 months today.
Yeah.
Today is the 14th of March, and we left home January the 14th, and we have been gone for 2 whole months.
Yes.
And you need to stick with us to the end of the video because we are about 79, 80, 99% sure we're going to make a move that's going to be life-changing for us. So, but you guys stick around to the end of the video to see it.
Listen,
yes.
When we first started in January, it was cold. It was cold at home. Even when we got to Florida, it was cold. And I was just aching so much because it was just cold. Okay, and finally, now we're up in the 80s. It's 84. It's been about 84, 86 degrees for about the last week. 6 days or 7 days. Yeah.
Here
last
in Louisiana,
week, right.
Because when we got to Louisiana, it was a little chilly.
Yeah.
Not real chilly. It was like high 60s, low 70s. So we couldn't even call home to complain about it. They didn't want to hear that.
No.
So anyway, so we didn't say nothing. So every now and then they say, well, okay, well, tell us how warm it is. So we tell them. They said, that's enough.
So what I'm just trying to say is we had the same aching pains at home, but we ain't home. Okay.
We ain't home. No, we ain't
home. So it does feel okay.
Yes. Yeah. And everybody is so friendly here. OMG. They are so friendly. And we down here we so far down south, they never heard of Mason-Dixon line. We're almost in the Gulf of Mexico. And we're about 90 miles.
We're not that close to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes, we're only about 90 miles away.
That's where Homer is 90 miles away.
Homer is 90 miles away and it's down in the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, so we're about 90 miles away from the Gulf of Mexico. It's a steady breeze here all the time. It's not that breezy today. I mean, it's a nice breeze today, but not real breeze. Like sometimes it's so breezy we can't even put the awning out. And we don't have to worry about mosquitoes because first thing somebody think we down here in the bayou in the swamp, and they're wondering about us being in the with the mosquitoes and stuff. Mosquitoes are holding on for dear life. They can't catch nothing. The bugs ain't bothering. There's no bother. But every now and then we see a gnat trying to hold on. And but other than that, no, we don't have the problem with the flying stuff at night.
No.
I got this spray that's made for flying bugs and stuff, and I use it once in a while. Something will hit up against the screen because we keep the screens open at night, and you'll hear the bug hit the screen. Hi y'all. All right, how you doing?
All right.
And they welcome us to Louisiana. I don't think we've been anywhere above the Mason-Dixon line. They say, hey, welcome to Delaware.
Yes. They don't do that. Everybody, welcome to Louisiana, y'all.
Yeah, every time we go there, welcome to Florida, welcome to Georgia. Hey, y'all, And we kind of stick out because of, And so every time we go someplace we've been before and somebody else has been there, like a year before, somebody came up to me today and said, y'all were here last year, weren't you? Now, they didn't remember the RV. I don't think they remember the RV.
The RV wasn't with us?
Yes, it was.
Oh, there was somebody here in the campground?
Yeah, it was somebody here in the campground.
Oh, no, I didn't hear
they
that.
just came up a few minutes ago.
Oh, I was inside.
You were inside. And what they do, either they'll recognize the car or they'll recognize us.
Yeah.
And, us is usually the only ones around. And so, but they've been so nice.
Yeah.
We've seen, I think right here I'm sitting, I can see 1, 2, 3. I can't see the ones over there, but I can see right where I'm sitting, I can see 3 USA flags flying with the Trump underneath of it. And let me tell you something. They don't know who we voting for.
Yeah. And that's something while you're in the camera. You see in the background, you see golf carts going by.
Everywhere.
Every time somebody drives by, they're waving. Okay.
Cute
hello.
Doggy. Put him in the pot with some gumbo.
Jeez. That girl gonna get you. Put her dog in the pot with some gumbo.
Yeah.
But everybody, they ride around in carts around here.
Cute dog.
You know, and it's really something. Everybody waves.
Yes,
They act like they know you and they don't. Like it used to be in Merker when we were kids. Everybody drove by.
Yep.
You waved at them. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we used to say how you would cut grass and it'd take you an hour
Cut the front lawn.
to cut your front lawn. That was weird. That's the least grass because
because everybody wants to stop and talk when you drive by.
And this is what they do here. We're trying to make a video, trying to cook. I got my little dinner on cooking, and I have to go get some noodles later on. And the people are stopping. You know, the fact that people that came down here who recognized it from last year when I was putting the stuff in there, she said, "You making enough for 4?" And they're not kidding. I said, "Well, I don't know. I might have enough for 4 in here." Yep. But it's been. I looked around yesterday. I went to bed last night. No, night before last. I went to bed Thursday. Got up Friday morning. This place, it wasn't Friday morning. It was Friday afternoon because I didn't feel good. I have to tell you about that in a minute. And this place is packed. There's not an empty space in the campground. And they got 400 or 500 spots. And this place is packed. During the week, when we were here, they may have had 20 people, 20 campers. I'm saying 20. I don't even think they had that many. But the day, starting yesterday, they took a long vacation or something. Plus, the kids are out of school.
Oh, they're out of school now because of that virus.
That's right. They're out of school. They
the
closed
coronavirus.
School. So they may stay down here
and
a while.
They've already closed school for the next month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here in Louisiana.
In Louisiana. They said, we're not going to take a chance. And it's really something. They said on the news that this area we're staying in is called Acadia. Acadia, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so Acadia, Louisiana, the news, they act like they're a separate entity from the rest of the state.
Like we're in a whole different state. Mm-hmm.
They say, you know, this is what they're doing, but in Arcadia, this is what we're doing, okay? Mm-hmm. And they haven't had any cases of the coronavirus in Arcadia, okay? And they make,
you got to tell
like
what you
it's a
said
big
about
thing.
that.
I will.
Okay.
But, you know, they treat the Acadians, you know, they're a combination of French and Canadian folks and that came to this area. And man, they're something, boy. They like to cook. They like to have people over and cook outside. And
family is real big.
Real big here. Okay.
Real big.
Real big.
Yes.
And they just get together and eat all the time. If you ever watch the TV program Swamp People, and you see how they all get together and have these cookouts and invite anybody who's driving by to come on in and sup with them. That's the way they are here. Mm-hmm. So anyway, they were talking about how the coronavirus is all around, but it has not come to Arcadia. I told Sharon, I said, yeah, because that virus knows that if it gets caught in Arcadia, if it gets caught in Arcadia, these people around here, these Cajun folks around here, will get that joker, put it in the pot, and eat it. Okay, yeah. That's why they're here. They know they ain't messing around. Okay,
they don't play.
They eat everything.
And I was telling somebody,
if it moves, they're gonna put it in the pot.
That's
and eat
right.
It. Okay.
Or if it stop moving,
they're gonna catch it. They're gonna catch it. Yeah. They are something else. They're fun people, and they eat it, and they just experiment with it, and get it so you eat it. And, boy, that's good. What is that? Oh, that's
the coronavirus.
Oh, that's coronavirus. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's something.
Yeah, so I was talking to somebody else. Yeah. Hi, I take the dog. Thank you. I said, no, I take the dog. He looks like he's housebroken. Anyway, so I was talking to one lady this morning, and I was saying how it got started. It's amazing how it got started from somebody eating bats. And so
the coronavirus.
The coronavirus got started because they were selling bats in the marketplace. And she said it wouldn't have happened here. She said we'd have sauteed it, throw it in the pot with the gumbo. Yeah. It wouldn't have happened down here anyway. So you have to laugh. Come on now. And it's what we are. What I hope everybody's not going to do is buy into everybody else's panic. And yes, I am. We are concerned, but we're not worried. And so
you all know that Sharon doesn't have a spleen, so she's subject to get things a lot quicker than I would because she doesn't have a spleen. Okay, so we have to worry about that. And we're taking all the precautions that we can. We wash our hands as often as we think about it and as we can. You know, Sharon washed my hand. I try to wash it by myself, and Sharon washed my hand too to make sure we are all cleaned up. You know, and I've agreed I ain't swapping spit with nobody else but her, so we okay. Okay.
A couple of the rallies we were going to go to. We went to. We like to visit the different chapters when we go around.
You're talking about the Gold Wing stuff.
Gold
now,
Wing
okay.
chapters. Gold
you all
Wing
know
Road
that we
Riders
are the
Association.
district ambassadors for the Maryland, Delaware region. We are the district ambassadors, so they don't pay us anything, but we do represent
They don't pay us?
the two states. No, they don't pay us nothing.
Shoot, I'm gonna quit.
But anyway, you know, we wanted to get out. We thought about it. We don't ride motorcycles anymore. We'll just get out of it. But we are having so much fun just hanging around, visiting with people, doing seminars about the motorcycles, and not only about the motorcycles, but seminars about life, how to love each other,
Ooh,
how to take care of each other.
That last seminar we did in January in Maryland.
We did one.
It was packed.
Yes.
Tell them the name of it.
The name of the seminar was How to Make Love to Your Spouse Without Taking Their Clothes Off.
No, it wasn't all that. It was just how to make love with your clothes off. On.
No. How to make love
with your clothes on.
With your clothes on.
Yes. And we don't talk about spouse. We don't go there. We just, whatever suits you, whatever roll your boat or rock your boat or make your boat go, whatever makes your go-kart go. We just, hey, how to make love with your clothes on.
Yeah, that's what how to make love with your clothes on.
You need, and we've been married for 50 years, and we was together 5 years for that. And we've been making love with our clothes on for 55 years. Hey. Yes.
We have to talk. That's another video.
Yeah, that's another video. I'll put that down. That's another video.
Another video.
Make love
with your clothes on.
With your clothes on.
Yes.
You keep saying off.
Yeah, we can do that too. Okay.
We can't do no video, honey.
Oh no, we can't do no video.
No, that's a different one.
No.
Never mind.
No. Okay, that's true.
No.
Okay, so that's where we are.
Yeah.
Even though things are happening, it's still pleasant. Life is still good. God is still blessing. We're able to do this and travel and relax. And one of the problems that we have, we stay up too late at night.
We do.
Okay, we do. We stay up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've seen 5 o'clock on this trip more times than I needed to.
Yeah,
and then I sleep until 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I went to bed early last night. I went to bed at 12:30 last night. I was doing good. That's good for me. That's early for me. And I promise I'm gonna try to start going to bed in the same day that I get up. And I haven't been doing that. And that's one of the things you got to do to make sure you stay healthy with this coronavirus thing is you got to get your rest. Well, we've been getting our rest. That's not the problem. The problem is we've been
getting our rest and your rest too. Okay.
We've been.
The coach is clean. And I don't know if you can see around us or not, but we'll have to show you.
We'll show
where
you.
we are. If it's not grass, it's concrete. Okay. So believe it or not, that helps keep your machine clean. So you're not tracking anything inside, okay? So we can walk around barefooted and go inside the coach. We ain't tracking in no dirt. Okay, it stays cleaner longer.
And this is probably next to the one we go to in Florida. This is probably our favorite place to stay. We love Louisiana better because we like the food, the people, the accommodations. We love that, and we love the weather, and we love Florida. We like the people there too, but we also the food is unless we go somewhere ethnic, the food ain't all that.
No.
So I do more cooking there, but we enjoy Florida. We love place we were staying in Polk City. That's where we were staying for most of the time.
Like that place.
And we love the weather, of course. And so we normally, when we leave in January, we normally go straight to Polk City and stay there until the weather warms up other places in the south and we start heading west. And so, we enjoy that. Before we left in Florida, they were having a Gold Wing rally, the Florida District Gold Wing rally, and we were thinking about staying for that because that would have been this weekend. And so we were thinking about staying for that, and then we said, oh, you know what? No, it's not. It's next weekend. It's next week. Their rally's next week. And so I was gonna say, well, we stay for that, and we can leave there and come over here. Well, we said no. We're not gonna change our plans. So we came on to Louisiana, and the virus must have made its way to Florida, so they canceled the Florida rally. Then here, like I said, in Acadiana, it's not here, but the governor has banned any gatherings more than 250 people, so they canceled the Louisiana rally here, and I have no problem with that, because really, I talked to Hampton a couple days ago, told him I didn't think I should go, because it's really iffy for me. Number one, I'm elderly, and that was really eye-opening to realize that when it's talking about the elderly and I said, wait a minute, I'm elderly. 73 is elderly. It is, yeah. Plus, I don't have a spleen. I lost my spleen. I had it removed when I had a motorcycle accident about 15, 16 years ago. And so, actually, it's been more than that. It's been almost about 18 years ago. I had my spleen removed. And so, I'm very susceptible to getting infections. And if I catch a cold, it hangs on longer, and I have complications from it. So I know I shouldn't do that. So, and then I was scared when I said, "Oh, we're gonna go home," and so they said grandparents shouldn't. If you're gonna go around your grandchildren,
don't hang around with your grandkids.
I said, "What?" I said, "My grandkids live with me."
So we were already going to quarantine ourselves.
Yes, in the RV.
In the RV when we got home.
And praise God, they shut the schools down in Maryland, so that they have to be in for 2 weeks. But then that goes right into spring break, and that's another 10 days, I think. And so altogether, it'd be 24 days, it'd be 3 weeks. So hopefully, and I know they'll do the quarantine and with no problem, because they have a big yard and go outside and play with each other. That's something when you have 8, 10 siblings, you can go outside and play. And so I'm not even worried about that. So when we get home, they will have self-quarantine for 2 or 3 weeks, and we can go and hug everybody we want to. Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. Hug my grandkids. So
two little guys just rode by here on the hoverboards. If you look in the background, you'll see them going up the street, throwing a football to each other.
So this place is full of kids and everything, and I know people are saying that they feel safer in their RVs than they do, out in the general public, because you can quarantine yourself on your little spot right here, and don't have to worry about mixing with anybody. And I'm enjoying it. I really am.
It is relaxing.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's what we've been doing for the last 2 months, and I'm going to stop the video in about.
A bunch of honeybees in your cabin.
Oh no! Somebody get the raid. Hey. Oh.
And so they because I don't want to make the video so long nobody watch it to the end. So the other end that we said you had to wait to that we're going to tell you what we're going to do next. You had to wait to the end of the next video.
See you soon, all right?
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
We ain't gonna see you soon.
No, we're not. No,
Take
we're
care.
not. We have another month on the road.
Do love you guys.
Yes,
okay?
we do. Bye-bye.
We do love you. Bye-bye.